My name is Terry.
Terry, what's your question?
Well, Mr. Williams, I have been a big fan of yours for 40 years. After seeing you in Brian's song and then Bingo Long Traveling All Stars and Motor Things a few years later. Anyway, my question was, are you still in contact with Gail Sayers or Brian Piccolo's widow?
Gail I haven't talked to in maybe 3 years. We were supposed to do something together, but it didn't happen. But it's been about 3 years since I've talked to him. In a couple of situations, I presented him some awards. He's a wonderful man.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hello, sir. What's your name?
Jason.
Jason, what's your question?
Thank you.
Billy D. Williams, one of Hollywood's greatest leading men. Who has been your favorite love interest?
I don't know. I had a lot, of course, with Diana Ross. And of course, a good friend of mine, Diane Carroll. We were doing Dynasty together. And yeah, White Collar we did together. I haven't seen it in years. But there are a few of those ladies. I really enjoy them.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hello.
What's your name?
My name is Miriam. I was wondering, how did you get started in acting? What were some of the first movies that you did?
Oh, by the way, you know, Sophia, I don't know if people remember, I did a thing with Sophia Loren on television, a movie on television. That was really a lot of fun to work with her. I'm sorry.
What was your question?
How did you get started in acting?
I started when I was 6.5 years old in a Broadway musical.
Wow.
A musical done, I don't know if you're familiar with Kurt Weill. He wrote with Bertolt Brecht, Three Penny Opera. But that's how I started on Broadway in New York, where I grew up.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I guess what's your code or number?
Okay, 9729.
And the question?
Stormtroopers or stormtroopers?
You really take this stuff seriously. Let's go.
He wants to know, Billy, if you prefer stormtroopers or clone troopers, and he's got a gun. So.
Who is he?
He's a stormtrooper. Oh, God, that's going to be on YouTube. Anything else, sir? No? Okay. Sit down. Jawa. Do they have names? I don't know.
I don't think so.
No? Just hey you?
You should talk to yourself.
I think it's Joe.
He's having a little trouble speaking through the costume, but he wants to know, other than being injured in the Starlight Pit scene, how was your experience on Jedi? How did you enjoy it?
When I was in the block that way.
Rather, other than being injured during the Sarlacc pit scene in Return of the Jedi, how was the filming experience of Return of the Jedi?
We did it right here in Arizona.
Death Valley?
Yuma.
Was it Death Valley?
Yuma.
Yuma.
Gosh, know your geography.
For me, it was all very interesting, a lot of fun. You know, falling into the
Sarlacc pit.
Sarlacc pit, yes. I have another name for it, but I won't. Throw me out of here.
No, there are children
present.
Hello.
Hello, my name is Stephanie.
That movie is a very sexual movie.
Okay. I think they get it. There's a lot of YouTube.
It's subliminal, but almost subliminal. Not quite.
Okay. Are you blushing?
I am. I'm sorry. It's hard to come up with a follow-up question. My question for you is, you've had a lot of different roles, but probably you'll agree the most important role you've had is being a father. My question is, how did your kids react the first time that they watched Star Wars and they saw you on the TV screen?
Well, they thought they thought that I was pretty good. And I don't know, my kids never, we don't have that kind of, I don't know, I'm just daddy. I was just, I almost didn't exist in the house. I was sort of like just there, for everybody. No, I mean, no, they enjoy they always enjoy what I do.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Did they hate you as much as normal kids do when you grounded them?
When I grounded them?
Yeah.
Something I can't even remember really grounding. My kids, we always talked about things. I mean, I don't know if I ever yelled at them. Well, maybe a couple of times. But most of the time it was just discussions. I got two great people, my daughter and my son, great people.
So that's something for you too. Billy D. Williams raised two great kids. See?
Hello, my name's Rhonda. I'm a longtime fan, first-time caller. And favorite movie is, of course, Lady Sings the Blues. But I had to find out, just because that scene, the Starlight scene, it's very interesting. I don't really like sand myself. So I was kind of wondering, during the making of that, how long did that take? I mean, it's pretty intricate. There's a lot of things going on. It was mostly CGI. I mean, you had a pretty significant role being that you were in the sand. And how long did that take? And
no CGI back then.
That's right.
no?
That was all
That's going to be a long answer.
All that stuff was on screen. I mean, it was all in the desert, so we didn't use any CGI on that stuff. But we were out there for quite a few days, as I recall.
And you were just laying in the sand, rolling around, just waiting for waiting for Han to save you.
Yeah. And he gets really involved, because I got hurt on that in one of those scenes. What do they call those things that they pop? The
Squibs.
squibs went through my foot. And I'm like yelling and screaming, and Han is acting his butt off, and I'm saying, I'm hurt. He had no idea what was going on. Hero.
It seems like a hot and miserable scene. I mean, for you.
Well, I had never really been in the desert before, and that was really a lot of fun. And it was interesting too because while we were shooting, everything was supposed to be a secret. It was called the Blue Harvest Company, and but there were airplanes flying around, checking us out, and taking pictures of us and whatever they were doing up there. But everybody knew what was going on, much more than I did.
Hi there.
Hi, I'm Kina. How are you doing today? I wanted to know, oh my God, my mind just went kind of blank. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're too young.
I'm such a big fan.
So you have to have lots of fun.
The pressure.
Yes, I know.
Everyone's watching you right now.
It was so not helpful. Like everybody's helpful as a squib that he had. It's not helpful. No, the question that I had was, first of all, this being such a big inspiration and this being Comicon, who who's your favorite superhero? Who's your favorite supervillain? Because, you know, I never saw him as a villain, really bad, so, yeah. Who's your superhero, supervillain? This is a Comicon, so.
Don't look at me, I don't know who your favorite is. Superman, Batman, Spider-Man, Joker.
Well, the Joker I always liked. Darth Vader is a good super villain.
A lot of supers.
But the Joker certainly.
Any particular reasons why?
No, I've not thought about it. I guess it was because of the acting, I guess. The acting was pretty good. Whenever let's see, I've seen, well, I thought Jack Nicholson was really good as the Joker.
Okay.
And the actor underneath the whole outfit of Darth Vader was pretty good. And the voice was very good. And that was really good.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Who's in charge? How is this go till 1? No one told us.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, I'm paying attention. So we have time for a few more. The guys in the back of the line don't hate us if we don't get to you. You can always come to the table after and ask your questions. Hello, sir.
Hi, my name's Kyle. When you worked on Empire Strikes Back, obviously the first Star Wars had already been a huge hit, but did you have any idea that the whole franchise was going to be as big as it was and that you'd still be here talking about it 30 years later?
No. But, you know, it's a phenomenon. It's one of those things that comes around once, probably a lifetime.
Yeah, and just what's it been like to work on, be a part of that huge global experience?
Oh, it's great. It's wonderful.
All right, thank you.
Is this Snake Eyes? Yes. Hi, Snake Eyes.
Hi.
What's your question?
What was it like dancing with Ewoks?
Great. I have an Ewok here at home.
Okay. Thank you.
It was fun.
Hey, buddy, what's your name?
Jacob, how did it feel to find the Millennium Falcon?
How did it feel to
find the Millennium Falcon?
Oh, it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it.
Nice.
I really looked forward to it when I did it.
Nice. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hello.
Hello. It's an honor to meet you. And
thank you.
I just wanted to ask how you got involved with your appearances on that 70s show?
Again, they asked me, what's the kid's name? He really liked me so much.
Topher Grace?
Kelso?
Oh, Ashton Kutcher?
No. Oh, the 70s show. No, I'm thinking about something else. They asked me to come on and do a whole guest thing, and because of they wanted to make reference to the whole Star Wars thing. So that's all. And again, I always look forward to doing that kind of stuff because I find really sitcom difficult to do. It's not easy, and I admire those actors who are really good at it.
Thanks. My wife and I thought your appearance was hilarious. So you did a great job.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Glad to hear that.
Hello, Mr. Williams. My name is Dan. Great to finally speak with you. I'm just wondering, going from your part in Empire Strikes Back and Jedi, I was also interested in knowing more about how was your experience as compared to both with your time with Lucas in doing Empire and Jedi, as well as your other role, big in comic books and sci-fi, that playing Harvey Dent in the '89 Batman Tim Burton film. How was that experience on the set as well? Was that?
Oh, it was quite satisfying. You know, I'm always amazed at the, not only at, the production value of those movies. It was interesting to go on set and see this Gotham City and craftsmanship and the skills of the people who put all that together is just totally overwhelming and amazing. And being an artist myself, being a person who's very much part of the art world, to see that kind of ability is something that really excites me.
Great. Yeah, thank you so much for that question there. And also, I thought your artwork on the BDW Art World was great.
Oh, thanks. I'm actually, I don't know if you're familiar with a magazine called Juxtaposed Magazine. It's an art magazine. They're doing an article on my art. I don't know exactly when it's coming out, but I think it's pretty soon.
All right, great. Look forward to it. Thank you.
Yeah, so everyone should, that was a good question to lead up to the announcement that I always make towards the end of the Q&As. Everyone should check out Billy's official website, bdwworldart.com, so you can learn more about his artwork, because he is a very accomplished painter. You guys should check that out. And then you should also check out coolwatersprods.com. That's my company's website. There's a really cool hour-long interview with Billy D where we get really in-depth and ask different questions like you guys have been doing today, which is great. And we also have with him on that show a Colt 45 blind taste test, which is hilarious. So you guys should check that out. We have time for one more, I think, and that's going to be you. But don't cry, ladies, because you can come to the table later and ask your question, okay? I promise.
Hi, I'm
Yes, sir.
Stanley, and I was just wondering, did you enjoy your time being on Scrubs?
Yeah, that's what I was when they said 70s show. I was on Scrubs. Yeah. No, I enjoyed that. Yeah, it's fun. Again, it's always an opportunity to kind of play around with humor. So.
Thank you.
Okay. Do you want to do it? She's standing there like, please let me answer. Come on,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Okay. Sure.
Go ahead.
Hi. I just wanted to say you were great in Star Wars, and I wanted to thank you for your wonderful role. Okay. And I was just curious if you continue to spend any time with the other actors from Star Wars, if you still saw them.
Well, not really.
No?
We all had our own little enclaves to go to. So we shot all those movies in London. So they were busy doing what they were doing, and I was busy doing what I was doing.
So you didn't make any friendships then from?
Oh, we made friends. I mean, but
It was a job. I understand. Thank you.
Sweet. Thank you so much, guys, for coming. Make sure you all come down to the autograph area and say hi and get some autographs. Make him feel the love. Billy D. Williams!